The honourable member for Edmonton Highlands Norwood, followed by Chestermere Rocky-View.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. While running to replace a premier who had broken her promise to adequately fund post-secondary education, this premier promised to restore all funding that was cut from our province's institutions. Despite these promises, his Minister for Advanced Education has suggested that more cuts will be coming to our institutions rather than restoring the funding the Premier promised. To the Premier, will the Premier's promise to keep the promise that was broken again be broken, or will he keep his promise to keep the promise that was broken?
Minister of Innovation and Advanced Education.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to put some facts on the table. First of all, no budget decisions have been made yet, Mr. Speaker. What I can tell you is that Alberta invests in our students. Our latest numbers show that Alberta has the third highest expenditures per full-time student in all of Canada. Campus Alberta is very well funded. This year, we invested $2.1 billion among our post-secondary institutions, Mr. Speaker.
First supplemental.
Very much, Mr. Speaker. Well, given that this government's negligence has forced universities and colleges to turn to student fees as a financial alternative, and given that recent proposals for market modifiers by several institutions will gouge students and place many professional careers out of reach of kids from families of modest means, to the Minister of Advanced Education, will you assure potential students from working and middle-class families that their futures will not be snatched away from them because of underfunding of post-secondary education by this government? And if not, why not?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you again, Mr. Speaker, and let's put some facts on the table again for that member. Accessibility is a priority for our government, and I'm proud of our record, Mr. Speaker. We invest $234 million in student aid supports. That includes scholarships, bursaries, and grants. In addition, we make $408 million available for student loans. Any Albertan who qualifies for a student loan gets a student loan. Our graduates are very successful, and they're successful paying back their student loans, Mr. Speaker. We expect that 90% of student loans that are issued this year will be paid back, Mr. Speaker.
Final supplemental.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. Well, given that the Minister would like some facts, I want to ask him if he's aware that this province cancelled the remission program a number of years ago, leading to some of the highest student debt in the country and the lowest participation in post-secondary attendance of any province in Canada. And our post-secondary institutions are running big deficits. So given the importance of that, of education to Albertans, can he look Albertans in the eye and tell them that his government will ensure that there are no further cuts to post-secondary education?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, what I can tell you is that there have been no budget decisions made at this time yet. We're still going through the process. What I can tell you is we're going to continue investing in our post-secondary institutions, Mr. Speaker. I can tell you that we're going to continue making sure that young people have access to their post-secondary institutions. We're going to continue investing so that our students get the best education, Mr. Speaker.